What's up, everybody? Chad here, and welcome to the home of the Money Minute. Today I got something special planned for you. In my travels, I go a lot of places for work, which means I touch a lot of airports, and I try to bring you guys some views into different ways to travel, like lounges and just, different features of airports. And I know we're small, but we're growing. But I have a special view for you guys today. I was on a particularly ridiculously long layover at the Atlanta airport. And because I was at that layover, I was able to actually get some footage and visit every single Delta SkyClub in the Atlanta airport. In addition to that, I also checked out a Priority Pass club called the Club at ATL. Now, I'm going to be forthcoming. To be honest with you, some of the Delta SkyClubs weren't even worth filming. You're going to see some great stuff here, like the outside sitting area of the Sky Club at the F-Terminal. But then there are also people, because of the equipment I was using, issues arise. People want to know, who are you and what are you doing? Just to feel as though they've done some good with themselves in a day, which makes no difference because it still didn't stop what was actually a pretty good shooting day. Now, with all those things said, I'm going to be breaking this up into chapters. It's one of my longer videos. Everyone's used to my Money Minute format, and I normally like to keep the videos short to try to blend with attention spans. But this one is going to have some chapters on it, and I hope you guys enjoy. So without further ado, here it is. Welcome. We just touched down in Atlanta. Gonna check out the Delta Sky Lounge in the B terminal. Since we touched down here first, it's gonna be our first place we're gonna go. All right, everybody. So I decided we're gonna make a walk to Terminal F from B, which is gonna be the farthest side of the airport. So I'll get you that underground tunnel. Maybe we'll take the train later because we have a long layover.
Los pasajeros que tengan tarjeta de embarque en un vuelo internacional pueden continuar comprando líquidos, fragancias y cosméticos en el duty free. Todas las compras.
Alright, so this is unexpected, but I was able to try out my priority pass, and we came to the club at Atlanta. Now, most of the foods, finger foods, they have a hot food buffet station, and there is a bar station. And it looks like, since it's in the international port, there's an offshoot for the Qatar Airlines and Turkish Airlines lounges here, but that section is closed. So we're gonna continue on to the Delta SkyClub. We reached the Delta SkyClub in Concourse F, and we're gonna cut this shooting short because there's already issues. But the Sky Club is big. There's an outside viewing area, which is pretty cool. Hasn't been a problem anywhere else, but obviously there's a problem here. So before it turns into something it doesn't have to, we're gonna cut this one short and grab something to eat. So this is club number 3 on the 11 club tour. We're gonna see what happens, see if there are any other issues. I think going forward, what I'll do is I'll double check with the main desk, because there's always gonna be something. But I still wanna get you guys to every club in Atlanta. See if we can still salvage a good day out of this. All right, I talked to some very nice people. It seems that filming is not an issue, so I just want to make sure I got the outside area for this Sky Club, and then we're gonna head to the next one. All right, so we're on the T-Terminal. I had to go back through security, but that's a whole other story because of this layover. But back to getting to all the Delta SkyClubs in the Atlanta airport. So let's head over. All right, so to get to the lounge on the T-Terminal, you have to come down this little hallway, and then you just go up this elevator, and bada bing, bada boom, you're there. I've been here before. Small, it's quaint. It's not as big as the other ones. So I think now's a good time to stop and get something to eat. What's up, everybody? This is lounge number 4, I do believe, on our way to hit all of them. We're in the A terminal, and the A terminal and the D terminal, if I do recall correctly, are the only ones who have 2 Delta lounges per terminal. So this one I've been to before. It's nice and spacious, has an elevated floor with the buffet on it, and the bar is down, well, on the sunken part. You get some views of the tarmac, not as great as some of the other lounges. We just left the T-Terminal lounge, and that one's small, but for some reason it got super packed, super busy. So I did get the TVs, but I didn't get much else because I just didn't want to run any issues like I did in the F terminal, because I'm kind of just not in the mood. But we're gonna keep this thing going. So we just left the A terminal Sky Lounges, and the young lady in the B terminal was right. They weren't terribly impressive. Now the BF Chang's lounge actually did have some natural light. That was pretty cool. And I'm walking here to give you guys the ambiance of the walkway that you can use to hit all the terminals in Atlanta. And on top of that, walking is keeping me up. Well, let's get back to it. All right, so we've seen the Delta Club on the C terminal, and I have to say they make a powerful drink in there, which has me feeling a little less powerful than I felt before. But now on to D terminal, where there are 2 Delta Clubs, then E, and I think we will have hit them all. I'll see you there. All right, family, let's consider this a little bit of a halftime show. So I've been here for a couple hours. I still got a couple hours more to go before I jump to Seattle. But in Atlanta, so far, I have been to a few Delta SkyClubs. So now, one thing that we have to realize is that Normally, access to the Delta Sky Club, if you don't have complimentary access with a card like the American Express or the Delta Reserve, it's normally $39 per visit. And there is no such thing as a day pass, so if you have 2 layovers, you have to pay that twice if you want that lounge life, right? So I have been to the lounge on the T-Terminal, both lounges on the A-Terminal, the lounge on the B-Terminal, so we're up to 4. I've been to the lounge in the C-Terminal, that's 5. I've been to the lounge in the F-Terminal, that's 6. There are 2 more on D and 1 on E, if I recall correctly. So far, definitely F has the top spot. The ones on A, You know, I'm going to put some chapters down here so you can skip around and see which ones that you may want to see. Some of them I got to get to film some good footage on. Some of them, not so much, because, you know, people are, you know, real sketch and they like to act dumb for no reason. But for the most part, the Delta staff has been absolutely awesome. They're very inviting, very welcoming, head and shoulders above any other carriers that I've flown. But this is definitely a bigger difference, even though I have a long layover. And then we're going to jump to Seattle, and I think there's an hour layover there before I hit my final destination for work. But I hope you guys are enjoying the video and understand that for every lounge that we access with the American Express Platinum, which gives us complimentary access as long as we fly Delta, we're saving $39. So you can think of that as $39 of value once you get like a snack or something to eat, something to drink there that you otherwise wouldn't have available to you. That kind of thing adds up. And that's what we're in the business of, not leaving money on the table and getting as much value out of these cards as possible. And especially with a card with the annual fee, such as the American Express Platinum, we definitely have to be in the business of getting as much value as humanly possible. So I've gone back to filming by hand, so you may notice some jitters because it seems that the gimbal, people are just like totally enamored by it, or they're totally jealous by it, and it's getting the wrong kind of attention, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead and freehand this and finish the rest of the lounges so that way I can present them to you. So that's halftime, and we're gonna close strong. I'll see you there. All right, so now somehow, some way, I'm on the wire and I'm racing against the clock. I got 1 more club to hit on the D level, and I'm gonna hit all 9 clubs in the Atlanta airport. The one that I was in over by gate D27 was all right. It's basically on the ground level. We were eye level with the tarmac. It's kind of underwhelming. They didn't switch to the dinner menu, so they actually still had the old lunch, beef ragu and jambalaya. But on to the one by D11, and that will be all of them. Then I can go catch my flight. I'll see you there. So, I gotta introduce you. This is the D-Terminal SkyClub, and I gotta be honest, it wasn't terribly impressive. It was basically a hallway. You walk in, it's by far one of the smallest. You walk in, you turn around, you walk out. I mean, I can see how somebody would want to get in quickly when the airport is not as busy or that terminal is not as busy, but it wasn't even worth filming. But I'm sure they upheld the same quality as the rest of the Sky Clubs. So I just wanted to let you know about that. Okay, and we are at the Sky Club on the E-Terminal, and it looks like the changeover for dinner has occurred. And instead of the jambalaya, which was served for lunch, and I think it's beef or something else that was served for lunch, they're now going to barbecue chicken. There's broccoli and cheese soup. There is beans, black beans, and green beans as well. So the changeover has occurred. We still have to hit the Sky Clubs in Delta, and then we can make our way back to my departure gate. But also, it looks like they have the sparkling water. It looks really good. And I'll get you some shots of the food. Hey, so that was all of the Sky Lounges. I either spoke about them, I got some video in some of them. It was a pretty cool day. I mean, it was a long day. Don't get me wrong. It was definitely a long day and my body was racked, but I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse. Maybe this will help somebody going through Atlanta. Maybe you have a favorite Sky Lounge. I definitely, as a recap, the B and the F are like neck and neck for my favorite Sky Lounges because the B is the largest one, and the F Lounge, that outside sitting area, even though it's on the tarmac and you can hear planes, for some reason, it is super duper relaxing. Definitely my least favorites were the PF Chang's Lounge. No, wrong. Well, actually, the one in the Delta terminal. That ground floor one, it just had a very confined feeling to it. I didn't really care for it. The PF Chang's Lounge, it's kind of smallish, but you know, the Skylight actually gives it a good ambiance. But the food was pretty standard throughout all lounges. I was able to make it through a couple of meal servings. So I was there for breakfast and lunch. No, I was there for lunch and dinner. And it wasn't bad. So that was your tour of all the lounges at Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. I hope you enjoy. And that's it. See you on the next one.